When I imagine XR glasses, I imagine a pair of glasses that just look like a pair of ordinary glasses and not a giant device that's strapped to your head. And that's what today's sponsor, TCL, and their RayNeo Air2 glasses are. XR glasses that look like glasses. Since this is a sponsored showcase by RayNeo, we're going to be talking about some of their features and how it works with the Air 2, as well as my experiences using them. There's some genuinely cool stuff that's packed into this thing, and some stuff that kind of sticks out. Let's start. The RayNeo Air 2 just looks like a pair of regular sunglasses, but with just a bit of extra weight on the temple tip and a frame of the glasses for the electrical components that are housed inside. Okay. People tell me I have a big head. By big, I mean a wide head. So oftentimes regular glasses don't fit on my wide face, but there are levels of adjustment between the nose cushion and the temple of the glasses so that you can adjust them to the perfect fit, even if you believe that your head is larger than average. There's also up and down adjustments to accommodate people with different nose heights as well. However, if you are someone who already wears glasses, you can get magnetic prescription lenses for these glasses through Lensology, but those are an additional fee. What makes these glasses what they are is what's inside of it. It has built-in speakers in the temples and a 120Hz 1080p micro OLED display in the lenses with up to 600 nits of brightness. And these things do get pretty bright, especially with how close they get to your eyes. And when these things are on, people around you will definitely notice. The speakers on these things do get loud enough to hear things, but the people around you will hear these speakers. However, there is a whisper mode that turns the audio down so it's less audible to the people around you. Overall, the speakers aren't the best, and in my opinion, you'd get a much better experience pairing Bluetooth headphones directly to your devices because one, that's more private and other people most likely won't hear it as much, and number two, you can have more control over your entire listening experience. Okay, wait. How do XR glasses like the RayNeo Air 2 keep the bulk down and still display an image? That's because these glasses only house the two displays, buttons to control volume and brightness, and use a USB-C connection to connect external devices to these glasses. There is no built-in power source and no built-in battery, so it's solely powered by the devices you own that support display out through USB Type-C. This includes laptops, iPads, Steam Decks, and your Android or iPhone 15 with USB Type-C. If you pair it with a phone, it mirrors your phone's screen. If you're pairing a laptop, iPad, Steam Deck, or other gaming handheld, it can be used to mirror or extend that device's display. Basically, it behaves exactly how an external monitor would act when you connect it to any of these different devices, except in glasses form. I personally like to use this feature to do things in private, like dimming my MacBook display down to 0 and keeping my screen away from prying eyes so people won't see me editing videos of myself in public. But just remember, if they look at the lenses on these glasses, they will still see the display. Although it is very tiny, so they'll only be able to see the big picture and not the finer details. I also like plugging the RayNeo Air 2 into my ROG Ally so I can enjoy handheld gaming on a big screen with minimal additional bulk all around the house. When plugged into my iPhone, I can just walk around and still interact with my surroundings. I like using these while I'm relaxing because you don't have to crane your neck downward to see the displays of the device that you're using, like your laptop or your handhelds. Instead, your body can sit relaxed and comfortable, and you can just stare directly at the display in your most comfortable position. Although these are very tiny displays, with these glasses on, because they're just so close to your face, the screen basically encompasses a lot of your overall view. However, at the same time, you can still see the environment around you. These are a pair of glasses, so on the side over here, I can still see things. On this side, I can still see things. And right underneath the display on the bottom portion of the glasses, I can still see things. So if I wanted to see my surroundings, I can just look to my sides or just tilt my head back a little bit, and now I have a full frontal view of everything that I'm looking at. But I will say that there is a little bit of warping on the edges and bottom of the screen, probably due to the curvature of the glass. And to get the best viewing experience out of the displays on the RayNeo Air 2 requires that they sit in a very specific position. Okay, to me, the appeal of a device like the RayNeo Air 2 would be to use it as a personal external display or as an entertainment device. Well, since it relies on a separate device to display content, you might find it very inconvenient to watch content by mirroring your phone, tablet, or laptop display. And the UI may not be perfectly suited for it either. So that's why RayNeo released this to go with it. This is the RayNeo Pocket TV. Basically, this tiny little box is a Google TV device with a 6500 milliamp hour battery, which means it has all the features of Google TV devices too, like access to the entire Google TV app library, including all the different streaming apps like YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, or basically all the apps that you can think of. It even has built-in Google Assistant so you can make voice commands. It has 64 gigabytes of storage built directly into it, but it also had some expansion in consideration with a micro SD card slot. So you can add in additional storage for all those different apps and media that you would like. Using the RayNeo Air 2 with this thing definitely reminds me of the early 2000s MP3 player days, when everyone had a cable hanging out of their pockets going into their ears. Pairing these two together make the Air 2 nice, portable, private streaming device where I can always have the main display in front of me without needing to connect to any of my other devices. It also makes the Air 2 way more convenient to use and much more mobile. The RayNeo Pocket TV is definitely a very good companion to go with the RayNeo Air 2 if entertainment is important to you. But while it works best with the Air 2, this is a Google TV device, so you don't have to use it with just the Air 2. If you want to use it with a TV, all you need is a USB-C to HDMI cable and a Google TV remote, and you're good to go. It's that easy. This thing also has an extra USB Type-C port that you can use to charge the built-in battery in the thing or plug in additional USB flash drives that can be used with the Google TV function for consumption of local media on your drives. All right, I want to make something really clear with everyone. Using the Air 2 does take some getting used to. I will say that I am someone who is very prone to motion sickness, and I get pretty woozy if I'm not careful. I'm the type of guy you don't want sitting next to you on a plane or a theme park ride. I even get sick playing first-person shooter games if I whip the camera too fast. I got motion sick when I originally started using the Apple Vision Pro a while back. So that's what I was kind of afraid of when I started trying these RayNeo Air 2s. I was constantly wondering if I would get motion sickness from these. And to be honest, initially I did. But just like the Apple Vision Pro before it, you get used to it. Because with these, you'll try to whip your head around to see what's on the screen, when really you should just be using your eyes to look around. And when you need to look at the display, you just look straight on. There is no need for head movement with these glasses. That cut down my motion sickness using these glasses significantly, to the point where I didn't experience any more motion sickness because I knew how to properly use them with their intended purpose in mind. While you can move around with these on, I think the best experience using these is when you're sitting down and trying to relax. In contrast, the Apple Vision Pro was big, bulky, and the windows tracked with your environment. However, it just wasn't very comfortable to wear. On the other hand, the RayNeo Air 2 is more of a very portable and light screen that stays front and center of you without any care from the environment in front of you, and it's overall pretty comfortable to wear. All right, so that's what it's been like using the RayNeo Air 2 and the accompanying Pocket TV. It's a nice pair of entry-level XR glasses that give you an idea of what's in store for the future. And it's been an enjoyable experience just living and using these. It's a great way to enjoy your media in privacy on a tiny but massive screen. This is something I wish I had more time to try out on something like a plane for the privacy aspect alone, but maybe next time. Anyway, what do you think? Are XR glasses like the RayNeo Air 2 the future, or does it look more like a giant bulky headset that sits on your face? Are you considering the RayNeo Air 2, or what are you thinking of instead? I'm really curious. Let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.